It's showtime.
Welcome in, everybody. Happy Wolpack Wednesday. It is Valentine's Day, which means it's a super special night for loved ones to be together, enjoy each other's company, maybe show a little intimacy. We're going to do two of those things tonight. We're going to be together and show a little intimacy. So it's good to be here. Thank you all for joining us. I know it is Valentine's night, but the fact that you're just coming to hang out with us for at least a couple of hours, then that means a lot. So speaking of that, we have the one and the only Mike Litoris as our special guest for Valentine's Day. We needed the Litoris in here to show us a good time. So too sweet to you, my brother. Thank you for being here. We are looking forward to having a great show. I love the hat. How are you?
Oh, it's an honor to be here, Phyllis. Thank you so much for having me. When I decided to wear this hat, I was not calculating the over-ear headphones. This is really tight and uncomfortable, but I have to look my best on a stream like tonight. It's Valentine's Day evening. So lucky to be here with the four of you guys and everyone in the chat. Thank you all for having me. It's going to be a great night.
Yes, it's going to be.
Looks like somebody threw that at you from the Gentlemen's Club.
Yeah, Gentlemen's Club or Party City, whatever. Same thing. It is pulling my caterpillar eyebrows up in a very painful way, but whatever. It's okay. I'm enjoying myself.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. I feel bad.
Someone asked Daddy for a pony, and he got one, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it's gonna be a good night.
It's gonna be a great night, everybody. So before we get going, just got to look for this one little thing.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
You've all been warned, so please do not let us, know in the comments like we're offensive or anything like that. It's Valentine's night. Usually we're very festive on these holidays. Now the getup might not be as festive as you're used to seeing, but it's a little tougher. I mean, I wore my Wolfpack red, but it's pretty much all I have. So good to see you all. I'm gonna do a little bit different tonight. I want to start with the channel plugs. I want to know what you guys have been up to on Instagram, in YouTube land. So DLO, I want to start with you. What's going on your channel before we get going and say hi to the chat?
Yeah, well, it's good to be back on Wolpack Wednesday. I was practically near death last week, and
Right.
I decided to follow that up with Super Bowl Sunday and getting completely trashed. So I feel just as bad as I did last time, but I said, there's no way I'm going to miss 2 episodes, especially when this is episode 40. So wanted to say nice to be back. To the people in the comments, guys, thank you as always for supporting the channel. We always appreciate you guys joining us on our fun, wacky activities here. And yeah, I'm really excited for the Litoris tonight. Very excited for it.
Aren't we all?
Are you ticklish, Mike?
Oh, dude, very. Yeah, I will lose a wrestling match. Anybody just kind of a little tickle, and I'm done. Yep.
Brick, you've been a busy boy. What's going on your channel?
Oh man, well, we got a episode 3 of Bugle 6 coming Monday night, 8:30 Central Time. I have Nick's Collectibles coming on with, of course, Flavio will be there, and also the Movie Canon. I will also be on Movie Canon stream on Saturday, and as well as a new video popping up, not good words, popping up tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Central, talking about Spider-Man, what makes him so special, why he's so awesome, and what's really cool is the last 10 minutes of that video are clips from many people in the community talking about what their favorite figure is. So the community actually speaks, and you'll be surprised some people there. So yeah, get ready for that tomorrow morning.
Awesome. Mike, you're kind of all over the place. What have you been doing? I know you don't have your own channel or anything, but what have you been up to lately on YouTube or
Yeah.
in the collecting world?
I feel like the luckiest guy around, man. I'm on tonight, and then usually on Mondays, I'm on One Six Figure Focus with Shane and the crew, 3 p.m. Eastern. Thursday nights have now switched to Tuesday nights on Hot Toys Hotline with Connor and that gang. So, yeah, it's just something new that he's trying out, and it was pretty successful last night. So it might continue Tuesday nights. So that's what I do typically every week, providing I'm not at work. Sometimes even when I am at work, but
sure.
Yeah.
With a cigar, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
And did I hear you're moving pretty soon? So you're going to be, or did you move and you're going to get your setup going, or?
I'm moving in March.
Okay.
Yep. And I've got some cases to build, some module cases to build. So I'm very excited. Those are currently in the garage, still in box. So yeah, the collection will, it'll be displayed finally. So I've been collecting Hot Toys for a year and a half with no proper display. So it's about time.
And you got module cases, right?
Yeah.
Did you get the 6 or the DF?
Well, I originally ordered the 6 and then switched it to a DF, DF wall combo. Yeah, man. Thank you. No, listen, it was
good decision.
I owe it all to you guys. So I watched the videos and took the advice, and I've actually got 6 more. 6 more DFs on the way.
Okay.
So those were ordered during the last 15% promo in December.
Nice.
So just trying to always stay one step ahead, because especially with their lead time, So
Sure. Cool, man. And Sneaker, how about you? You had a spurt where you were just on fire, and now you're a little bit dormant, maybe, and you're just getting ready to pounce again.
Yeah, I've got some stuff planned. I just have had a really busy last week of my life, a lot going on. So kind of put content on the back burner for a little bit, but I do have some stuff planned. I'm going to do a collector tour episode probably sometime early next week with the Ben Thomas show. I think it's going to be with Ben. I think it's going to be next week. I haven't confirmed with him yet, but that's in the works. I've been trying to get him on. I've wanted to get him on. It's long overdue to have him on the show. So I'm going to do that. Tomorrow, as of now, I'm going to be on Copper Drop tomorrow over with Collector Joey and those guys. Joey graciously invited me on his show, so always happy to be on with those guys. So I'll be on there tomorrow. I do a Revenge of the Sixth, which is my other live stream I do. I might do one of those here in the near future, not sure yet. Also, I want to get my I just have not had a lot of time, so I'm working on the Jazzing Batmobile review. That one's going to take me a while. I think I brought that up last week. It's just going to take me a while because I really want to make it quality and really want to take my time with it and make it just a really solid review if I'm going to be reviewing that piece and do Jazzing justice when I put out a video for that. So doing that. Upgraded Goblin is a review that's in progress as well right now. So I got stuff in the pipeline. I also have a list of other videos that I'm going to be doing. So it's all just a matter of when I can find the time to do it. It's just been a really busy, as you guys know, behind the scenes, a really busy tail end of the week and weekend. So just trying to get everything sorted. But I do have a 4-day weekend coming up because Monday is President's Day. So I do not work on Monday.
Nice.
So tomorrow's my last day of work for the week, and honestly, it is much needed because, there's just been a lot of stuff going on. So looking forward to having a nice, long recharge weekend, and hopefully we'll be putting some content out this weekend.
Awesome. Well, yeah, it's good to have you guys here. Really quickly on my channel, the content is I'm kind of not finishing anything. My basement's a mess with the RGB module case lights, and then I have my review table set up for the Alfred that I did finish filming, but I got to just get that out. And then I also filmed last week a top 5 figures that I regret selling. So that's kind of on the cutting floor as well. So trying to get basically 4 videos done here in the next couple weeks. Before we say hi to you guys in the chat, really quickly too, guys, I told you I was going to be working on a store, and it's not completely up yet. I haven't activated it because I'm waiting on 2 designs to be approved. So my main one is in review, and then the Wolpack Wednesdays is in review too. But then we have our secondary logo, and then this pretty cool wolf. It's Wolfpack, but it's kind of more mixed in with the Jedi Knights watch. So, we're going to be doing those. And then let me see if I can. go back to this. So I just want to show it to you really quick so you guys know what's all available to you. So basically it'll look like this, but I'll have all of the logos up. So, you know, there's all these different products that you can choose from. You can just go on there. You can purchase if you want to get some Jedi Night's Watch swag or some Wolpack swag. It's all going to be there for you. So we have t-shirts, we have hoodies, we have baseball hats, we have cooking aprons, we have tote bags, mugs if you fancy that, water bottles, you know, baseball t-shirts, joggers, stickers, bumper stickers, magnets, you name it, tie-dye shirts. That's DLO's favorite. All of this is going to be available at the store. It's on spreadshirt.com. Once this goes live, I will make sure that I obviously share that with you guys, and then it'll be in the description of every video. But I just want to give you a little taste of what's coming, and I'm excited to do this. It's something I've kind of wanted to do for a while, just haven't really spent the time to do it. So lots of cool stuff that, you know, trucker hats, that's pretty cool too. Sweatshirts, t-shirts, and you can choose kind of what style of t-shirt you want. You want cotton, you want like synthetic, you want a 50-50, it's all there. So consider getting some swag, and I'd be curious to see what everybody's interested in, if it's the Jedi Night's Watch, if it's Wolfpack, maybe a little both. So that'll be up and running, I'm hoping, by next week. And then there's going to be, in the first 2 weeks too, that you go live, there's 15% off. So keep that in mind. I will share that again once I go live, or once it goes live, and then I will go live and show that with you guys too. So just popping that out there. Also tonight, it's Valentine's night. So if anybody is feeling so inclined, and you don't have to, but if anybody wants to send a super chat, I'm going to give you guys Valentine's. So if you want a Valentine's card from the Jedi, send me a super chat. Also, if you guys have anything in the chat that you want us to discuss tonight, let us know. Again, we want to talk about that Beetlejuice from Sideshow, but then we also have a Valentine's Day game, which is a bunch of different topics that we're going to talk about tonight. So it is going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. And I felt like that took a lot of wind out of me. And now I have to say hello to each and every one of you. So I'm going to try and do that as quickly as possible. We have Collector Joey, who came in early to say that he can't make it tonight, but he's going to watch the replay. Beautiful thumbnail, by the way. And I say, shame on you, Joey. Shame on you. We got Flavio's House of Collectibles in the chat. Let's go. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Brick Artemis is ready for action. X-Man is here as always. Thank you for being here. DLO the Collector. Go fucking let's, as Yoda would say. I tried my best there. Tighter FL. What's up, everyone? How are you, my friend? We got Born Again. Hello. What's up, Wolfpack? Relaxing and drinking a Dr. Pepper. Still trying to get over such a heartbreaking loss. You have our deepest sympathies. The Niners couldn't pull it out. It was a good game. Very exciting at the end. You guys all watch on the panel?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
More or
Why
less.
did you fire your defensive coordinator? That's silly.
Isn't that
That's
crazy?
so messed up.
Oh, it
Just
just
like-
wasn't a good fit.
Mahomes had 19 points, and you fire that guy? Promote
Right.
him. Whatever.
All right. Tell us how you really feel.
All right.
All right. Favorite commercial? DLO, go. What was your favorite? What stood out?
Favorite commercial? Oh, for sure. It's got to be Ben Affleck with the Dunkin' Donuts commercial.
Mm.
No doubt about it. That
All
was
right.
hilarious.
All right. Brick, how about you?
I'm going to go with the Michael Cera commercial with the
Okay.
Cera lotion.
Sarah V.
Cera V,
that's
yep.
good. Mike, were you able to catch any commercials that one stick out to you?
You know what? I missed it entirely.
Oh.
But that Michael Cera, what, some lotion or something? That sounds kind of funny.
Sarah V.
What do you
That
say?
was
Let,
pretty good.
let me
I kind of
pretty
think
good.
where that might be going,
That was,
but I could be wrong.
Let me
that
spread
was
my cream
probably
on you or
that was
something.
probably-
Okay.
Yeah. Like your cream is will hydrate my whatever skin. Yeah.
yeah, let my cream hydrate your skin.
Yeah, or something like that.
But
That
mine
probably
was
my
the,
favorite. That was hilarious.
Crap. What's that actor's name? I'm blanking here. He's in the Batman Returns.
Michael Keaton.
No.
Dan DeVito.
No, it wasn't the Arnold Schwarzenegger commercial, but it was the God, why am I
Christopher Walken.
blanking?
Christopher Walken.
Yes, Christopher Walken.
That was a good
so
one.
funny.
Yeah.
When everybody's mimicking him, I thought that was a really good commercial. So
That was good.
Christopher Walken impressions are always
Yes.
amazing.
hot.
Come on,
We got
weird. It's a
next-
commercial.
Oh, that was
very
really
good. Very good. We got Nick's Collectibles in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. I still got to send him my logo for the that Royal Rumble that he does. I forgot about it. He asked me to do that, so I'm looking forward to that. I got to do that yet. So remind me, everybody.
Nice.
Doc Bat, happy Wednesday, my good friends. Thank you for being here. We got Brad, channel member in the house. Too sweet to you. Thank you for being here as well. Movie Cannon, evening, everyone. Wolfpack. They've appeared. We got Christian Cooper. What's up? How are you? Jazzy, another faithful channel member. Thank you for being here. Good evening to you. Giovan, he made it. Hello, everyone. We got Darth Tamaris. What's up? I'm at work tonight, so can listen live. Cool. Collection Obsession, another channel member. Too sweet to you, and happy Valentine's Day. Yes, we have the Litoris in the flesh. Very nice. John Reese, Mike Litoris on camera tonight. The man, the myth, the legend. Hammer of God, what is going on? Thank you for being here. Frank Flores, hello, my friend. Thank you for being here. Hashtag thank Frank. Yeah, I like Wanda in the background. She's my Valentine. Yeah, I thought she had a good Valentine vibe. I know Brick's a big fan. She's also easy on the eyes, so I thought it would be nice. It's kind of weird, though, because DLO, his head is right where her head would be, so it's throwing me off a little bit.
So, yeah. So you keep thinking about him when you're looking at her.
Got a lot of mixed feelings right now.
Yeah. Tickling Mike Litoris on camera? Is this a YouTube or OnlyFans?
Oh,
LOL.
boy.
We'll see.
You
Yeah,
issued the
Beetlejuice.
warning before we started. So.
We got one Adam 12. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm ready to make day one pre-orders on Fantastic Four Hot Toys. Sight unseen on movie. Psyched about this cast. Well, speaking of day one pre-orders, we're going to talk a little bit about pre-orders tonight, so stay tuned for that.
I didn't even think about figures. That's going to be awesome.
We have Stacy in the house. Good evening, Wolpack. Thank you for being here. Oh, we need Buffalo logo as well. That'd be kind of cool, actually. Yeah, maybe the Buffalo.
Howling at the moon, but a buffalo?
Oh, boy. You guys are speaking it into existence. Yomo is here. Hello, my friend. Thank you for being here with us tonight and celebrating Valentine's Day together. Yes, Christopher Walken. Yes. Thank you for that. We got Raiden Z. Bonjour. Good evening, fellow collectors. And yeah, French kiss to you. Wow, very nice. That's very generous.
You're talking about Dilo on Scarlet Witch.
We got Ekwan in the house.
People in the chat. I'm telling you, it's working.
Hammer of God, like the Dunk Kings commercial.
That was good.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. That's a good skit. How you figure? Another channel member in the house. Canceled my Valentine's reservations at Olive Garden tonight to be here. Well, you know what? When you're here, you're family. So don't forget that. Batman Collectibles. Hello, panel and fellow 89 Alfred owner. Jedi Knights Watch. Hell yeah. I'm super excited. Can't wait to get this video out. Only a couple nitpicks. I don't want to spoil it right now, but one of them that I will say is my base out of the box. It was wrinkled and almost like creased, I guess you could say. So it's just a sticker that goes on the top, and I might look at going the DLO route. I just want a base that has the 89 Batman logo on it anyway. So I'm not too bent out of shape about it, but man, dude, I can't believe this is like third party. Like, honestly, when you look at it, and again, same thing, DLO knows he's got the prank villain as well, but you look at it, you're just like, this doesn't seem right. It's so good. It doesn't seem right. So
yeah,
it's like to put the wrong label on the box, right?
Right,
It kind of has that feel to, yeah,
honestly, and it's such a good price. I think this was $180, if I remember correctly. So, and you get so much stuff.
Are they equally impressive, or which one would you say? Like Prank Villain or Mr. J?
That's tough.
Yeah.
Mr. J I don't have, and I really want.
I'm looking at that. Yeah.
Yeah. I got to save up some money first. And then, because C-3PO is probably around the corner. Darth Vader, probably, from Obi-Wan, might be coming up soon.
Yeah.
So I got to be really careful right now. But super glad that I picked this guy up.
Yeah, man.
Eddie St. James, evening, boys. And I think it's time for Litoris's own show.
Let's go.
Rated R.
You never know. That's right.
NC-17.
Litoris After Dark, baby.
We got Hot Toys Hotline in the house. Thank you for being here, my friend. He says, who let this dude with the pink hat on here? It's the perfect night to let this dude on camera, right? This is where he shines.
That's right. Honor.
Batman Collectible says, I swapped Alfred nameplate for the Mars Toys Joker because it matches. Mr. W base, if that makes sense. LOL, Alfred and Mr. Wayne now have matching bases. I want Mr. Wayne too, just to have that Bruce Wayne, but like I said, I got to be careful. And I also, like, I don't know if I can get them all, you know, like,
Yeah.
Alfred, you'll never find anywhere else. We can kit bash a Bruce Wayne, or, you know, I already have the DX8s, but like Alfred is just, you know, this is it. So I had to get him. And if they ever do a Bob, Gangster Bob, that will be coming home too.
Oh yeah.
That is a figure that I would
You're
love
the
to have.
only person
The
to do that.
purple coat
Every
and-
time you
Not-
always
not
talk
gonna
about
get-
Bob, you
not
always
gonna
Let me
get
know
them
in the
all.
chat, guys.
Not gonna get them all, but if they come out with a Gangster Bob, he's
Gangster
coming
Bob.
home.
Even
Not gonna
Lego.
get 'em
Lego
all.
made Bob.
Got to be careful with Vader and all that. But if Bob comes out,
Yeah, then it's all bets are off. Okay, because here's the thing. Yeah, the Kenner toys growing up. Mike and DLO, you probably remember this better.
I remember.
You remember Bob, and he had the kick with the
Yep.
leg
Yep.
and kick.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know, for some reason I had that toy, had all of them, but I just remember that one with the hat that would come off. And
remember that too.
I love the getup too. You have the cartoon Joker emblem on the coat.
Right.
I don't know, just something about it. Just
you think Mars Toys will give him the kick?
that'd be cool, right?
Ew.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, Hot Toys Hotline says Mars Toys is the GOAT of third party.
Yeah.
It's not even a competition right now. And that's the weird thing is, like, you think about third party and you're always like, it's the best I can get. So, you know, I'll get it. But like these, it's impressive, like out of the box. So that's all I'll say about it is I want you to watch my video, but yeah, just super, super stoked to have them. Daniel in the house. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Oh, here we go. Bob the Goon must have. Bruce Wayne is so good, though. You just buy it. I would get a Bob. We got Casablanca in the house. Another channel member. Too sweet to you. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Doing good on this Valentine's night. Let's see here. Lego made Lawrence the radio guy from Museum.
That's cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That is pretty sweet. Yep. Bob had the kick action. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Mars will reissue this Alfred again like they did 66 Joker. I mean, it's already on a short pre-order through 16 kit. So that Mr. J and Mr. Wayne or whatever the names are, but they're all available
Yeah.
for short pre-order, but you do have to pay up front, which is the bummer. Honestly, if I didn't have to pay everything up front, I think I would pre-order one or both of the other two, but
Yeah.
it's not in a spot right now.
Brick, are you interested in this? Because I know you're like 89 Batman's like the one you want. Are you interested in getting this or like Mr. W at all?
No, I thought of getting Alfred, but never really like Bruce Wayne or, you know, the Mr. J or anything like that. I just third party. We've talked about this before. Like I don't like 100% like against third party, you know, but it really has to be something special for me to really consider. So
Special character wise or special just out of the
Yeah.
box?
you know, like Blue Beetle, I'm considering because it's a character I really like, and we don't have a Hot Toys version yet. I've been you guys know, I've been looking at the mask. So to get like a side character, just to put in to fill up my Maju case that I don't have anymore, like it's, you know what I mean? It's kind of tough.
Yeah.
To go there.
No, I get it. And he is for sure a side character, but I think if you're a hardcore Batman fan, it is definitely one to consider. Plus, you're not paying Hot Toys prices, so I think that
Sure.
is the extra nudge to get into these. I think when you see him in person, you're gonna love him. Not saying that you'd get him, but
Oh yeah, I bet I'll love him for sure.
it's-
He looks great.
It's weird. Even like 3-0, like you look at the Game of Thrones figures, and their skin is like yellowish, like just not like. But this doesn't. Even the paint apps are just really good. Can't say enough about it.
You know what's
Gets
funny
me.
about Alfred? Like I've got the '89 Batmobile on pre-order right now,
Mhm.
and like Alfred's a companion piece to that in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like standing next to the right. So I don't know. The more I think about it, there's more I could do with him being in this kind of a Batcave environment.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm looking forward to as well. And when he's in the case, he's in front of the Batmobile, which I like a lot. But then once those Bat computers come out,
Oh yeah, I like that you said
Nice.
once they come out. Yeah, absolutely.
they will. Oh, they will. We got Striker 47 in the house. Good evening, everyone. Just saw Madame Web this morning. All I can say is if Hot Toys makes any figures from this film, it would be a miracle. Save your money and see it regular. It's not worth the IMAX.
Good Lord.
I thought he was going to say if Hot Toys makes these, I'm all in.
Me
but
too.
no.
Dude.
Yeah.
I can't wait, man. Going tomorrow night.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
this guy's all excited. DLO just shares this poster with all these negative sayings about it. Brick's like, you gotta tread on me.
I guess I'm not really excited. It's just, I know I'm going in like to a pretty much shitty movie, but I'm gonna have fun with it. Like it's Marvel. It's shitty. I'm gonna have my popcorn. It's gonna be fun.
It's a shame because there's like some talented women that would be
Oh,
probably
yeah.
make great Hot Toys figures and
Oh yeah.
One,
you know what I
well,
mean?
what's her name? Isabella. I can't ever remember her last name. She plays in there. She played in a few movies, but she's gonna play, what is it? The Hawk Girl in DC. Is that the name? Hawk Girl. Am I
Hawkman.
saying that right? But yeah, so she's gonna play in DC anyway. So they'll probably make a figure of her
Okay.
in that. But be nice
okay,
to get
I'll take a Hawk Girl.
Sweeney figure.
Yeah, Sydney Sweeney figure. Come on.
Yeah, man.
The one that
Yeah,
just
that's the
took
only
me
one.
out of it
The
was
Mike
like when
Bell.
they said that Morbius was better. I was like, okay, this. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch this.
Kind of told
When
you
I saw
everything.
that review, I was
Here-
like, okay.
Here's the thing with these movies, though. It was the same with like the latest Power Rangers movie, the latest Fantastic Four movie. I took forever to see these movies because everyone talks so much shit about them
Sure.
that when I finally saw it at home on my couch, I was like, it's a 7. It's not bad. Like, these are okay movies. I guess if you're a hardcore Power Rangers fan, you hate it, but it wasn't that bad. So I feel like I'm going to go in, have a little fun with this movie. So we'll see.
Sometimes people feel differently when they're like at home and haven't paid anything for them. And,
True.
Versus taking the family out, right?
That's true. No, yeah.
Spending $100
I'm just going myself.
I definitely ain't going to the theater to see that movie. That's solidified at this point. The Rolling
Brick
Stones
will be our
article-
guinea pig.
The Rolling Stones headline was like the worst one. I forget exactly what it said, but it was basically like, you thought it was a bad movie. Well, it's even worse than you thought, or whatever it was. It was just like,
You
they
thought
just
you've seen
completely-
bad movies? You ain't
Yeah.
seen nothing yet.
yeah.
Well,
like,
you know it's bad
yeah,
when
it
the
was
actress,
really-
when the main actress herself, before the movie's released, says that it's going to be bad.
well, I saw,
Really?
Did you say
I saw a report
Yeah, she
today
said
that
that.
said, I saw some today that said
way.
that
You're supposed to promote
after
it.
she took the role, they completely completely revamped the script.
I saw
So
that.
like that's
Oh.
crazy, man. Rolling Stone
Yeah.
said it says it isn't as bad as you've heard. It's so much as you've heard. It's so much worse.
Oh
like
my
that's
God.
Well,
just
I hear it's bad too because there
everybody's
were
just-
supposed to be,
just shitting on this movie.
but there was supposed to be a lot of like Andrew Garfield Spider-Man references,
Yeah.
and they took those out. Thank God, because it would have ruined him. But they took those out, and because of that, there's a lot of holes. Like you can kind of see like what's going on. So
Just
that
too
might
bad.
be why it sucks too.
It's just
Yeah.
too bad. We didn't-
Yeah, Sony's kind of a
it
mess.
sucks.
So
Well,
they
well,
can make
you'll
the best animated movie, Spider-Man, but they
Yeah.
can't figure it out in live action. It's ridiculous.
Mhm. Well, we'll have to get the full review from you, Brick.
Yep.
I
Yeah, you
will.
should go live after you
Saturday.
Get your
Yeah. Do like a live reaction video.
Out
to
of the
it.
Yeah.
theater.
I'm going
Yeah.
live with Movie Cannon Saturday. We're gonna do
all right.
a review on it.
Sounds good.
Knowing Brick,
Stop
he's gonna be
already.
like, he's
We're
gonna
gonna
watch that
talk
movie. He's
some
like,
shit.
we're gonna need a Madam Web figure. Absolutely. Why isn't Hot Toys making this? It's
Artist
crazy
It's
to me.
anticipated.
If we get a Madam Web before Blue Beetle, I will freak out.
Oh, Jazzy's right. I saw this too. This video is cringe. What Jazzy says here. The actress can't even name one Spider-Man movie. I saw that video. I was like, holy
Wow.
cow. Talk about not doing your homework. That was brutal to watch.
Wow.
I think
You
she
said
called
he
it.
Is it
called it-
Dakota?
Yeah, Dakota. I think she like the last one was the worst. Like she kind of butchered. She was like, hairy man in the spider goblet. Like at that point, I knew she was just kind of like, I don't know, so I'm just gonna say whatever the hell I feel like. But like she was trying real hard in the first one, and then I was like, ooh, that is.
Yeah, it's
so
like
off.
she didn't know, so she was trying to be fun with it. And it was just
At that point, she's like, I already know I screwed up, so I might as well just go with it. But
you think it'd have been part of her research for the character at least. You know what I'm saying? Like like watch the films in your universe, right?
I'm not a big Dakota fan anyway. Like, I don't know.
I don't think I've seen her in anything.
I saw 50 Shades of Grey with my sister at the movie theater. That was very awkward.
It's not awkward.
I had no idea what that, I had no idea what that movie was about. And my
your
sister was
sister?
like, "Can you please go with me?" Yeah, dude. So I went with her. I'm the only guy there. I'm with my sister. This is the most awkward moment of my life. I'm like, "Can we go?" Did not know what the movie was. Yeah.
Did you stay the whole movie though? Did you want to watch the whole
I
thing?
I did, but it was very awkward.
I spent 10
and it wasn't even that
I'm
good.
not going anywhere.
Yeah, I'm never going with you anywhere again. Get out of here.
Oh my God. Yep, that is Brick Artemis, everybody.
Take a bow. Take a bow. Let's see here. Let's see. Sneaker, you're my only hope. I got the waitlist conversion for Jazz Inc. Batmobile. Can anyone talk me off the ledge, or is it worth it with no regrets?
Yeah, I like reply back to him, but yeah, basically what I was saying is I know Jazz Inc. is sending out emails right now of like these are the last ones essentially in the like one of the last ones in the warehouse at this point. So they're like down to their final ones, and I know the wait list is about to be full. So basically, if you get a conversion, this is your only chance. If you decide not to do it, you're not going to have another shot at it. So in my mind, it's worth it. I don't have any regrets. I'm really happy with it, but ultimately, it comes down to. Yeah, like I said in the comment, how bad you want it and if you're willing to pay the price. But I'm really happy with it. I'm really glad I pulled the trigger, and they're going to make it's a triple digit production. So there's going to be less than 1,000. It's there's not many left. So it's kind of a now or never, which is tough. And yeah, it's tough because you got to pay like the full price, right? With waitlist conversion, you got to pay the full price. There's no payment plan. So, but I think it's worth it. It was worth it for me. I'll say that.
Very good. Well, you heard it here. Let's see. Dakota Johnson can't act either. Have you seen the 50 Shades of Grey? It's awful. I have not.
Rick has with his sister.
Rick.
Only went to the first one.
Oh, second
Family
one you
affair.
said rain check. Yeah,
You guys rented the other ones or what?
it was like maybe red box this one.
This is getting bad. I'll never share another story again.
With your sister? Sweet Jesus. You got Jazzy rolling on the floor.
Brick, the more I think about it, the funnier it's getting. Honestly.
Oh my God.
Man,
The Valentine
she's over there
stories
sipping on
we
her
share.
soda, and I'm just like,
I'm gonna be a good friend. I'm just gonna no comment. I'm not gonna mention anything else. I'm thinking right now. Yeah.
I appreciate it. All right. My big hesitation is that Hot Toys may end of making one when the next film drops. Yeah. All right. I think.
There's always a possibility they can replace it though, right? A different Batmobile. You know, upgrade. I say go for it, man. If you really like it, just go for it.
Just go for it.
I would think about it like this. I'd think about it like a statue. Because I don't know, Sneaker can speak to this better than I can, and maybe it's for another time and place, but like it's a statement piece. You know, statues of that caliber and size can sometimes cost that much. If that helps you get through it, I'm not encouraging you to buy it or anything, but I do know people that have it love it. So
yeah, I think another thing is like when you look at like after I started doing more research into Jazz Inc. and how they create their products and just like how they work so close with the people who are actually on set with the Batmobile, and like they're sending their prototypes to them and they're going back and forth constantly with their blueprints and just like basically getting everything. It's as accurate as it's pretty much as accurate as possible as you can make a 6-scale vehicle. Like you're not going to get more accurate. Hot Toys is not going to match the quality and the accuracy of this. It's just not going to happen based on how they are. So that kind of played a factor in it for me too. Like as far as this being like, I don't see how you could really do it do it any better. So.
Sorry.
All right. All right. Let's see here.
This would be a fun night.
Don't worry. If I know these guys like I think I do, they'll forget by next week.
Oh,
All
no.
right. Oh, no.
This will go on 5 years from now.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. All right. I'm done reading those. Let's get into Beetlejuice, which was quite a surprise. X-Men says the internet never forgets, by the way.
Yeah, basically. That's all I'm thinking.
Oh, man.
I'm trying so hard here, guys. You don't understand.
Yeah.
I got a lot of
I'm trying to move on here, Brick.
I think I
Help
forgot.
me. Help me.
So
You saw 50 Shades of your sister? That's all.
Did you share a popcorn? No, stop.
Why is Beetlejuice saying?
On to Beetlejuice. Forget it. No, can't do it.
okay. DLO's like, I refuse to take part in this.
And then he just goes,
Let's speed this up here. Let's get to Beetlejuice.
You just see his vein pop and he can't hold it anymore. All right. So Sideshow announced this 6-scale Beetlejuice figure, which was quite the surprise. It looks really good. It's got rooted hair. Let me just turn this off here. Okay, man. DLO, what are your thoughts on this? Something you'd consider getting? I know, like, there's the Sideshow stigma, you know, when it comes to figures, but I know Hot Toys Hotline and Mike talked about this on his show last night, but like, you know, they've done some pretty good stuff lately. You know, the Clint Eastwood figures I've heard are really good. You know, there's I think just the Star Wars ones have kind of had a bad rap. You have the Dude, the Crow, some other figures like that. So let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if this is something you would consider picking up, and if it's even a movie though that you grew up with.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely one of my favorite movies growing up as a kid here. This is an interesting one. I think it looks fantastic. This is one of those where, like, I don't like to get Sideshow figures just because of what you were talking about, Graham, about stigma of like the quality, what beg your pardon, what Sideshow produces and stuff like that. But this is like an interesting one because where else can I find a Beetlejuice? I never thought about possibly owning one, but now that I see there's an option here, I would love to have a Beetlejuice in my collection here just because I don't know, it's just a really cool character to have. Having said that, I don't know if I'm going to pick this one up. I like what I see, but you run the risk with Sideshow's quality. And then also, this is the prototype. From proto to final, I'm thinking of like when they announced the Clone Wars Anakin and Obi-Wan. I was really excited about those figures, and then I saw the final product, and I was like, yeah, I'll pass on it there. So I'm hoping that this is going to be one that's not like that, because to your point, there's been some good ones recently that I think came out pretty stellar, in my opinion. I'm going to keep expectations low here. If this is going to be a good-looking quality figure, it's probably going to have a weak body, something to be mindful of. Price on it there. Does anybody know the price on this hit? Anybody get word on that part yet?
No, I don't.
No, I just saw that
yet.
URSVP, and that's all I saw.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So for
I'm
me,
guessing though. I mean, Sideshow has not been. They've not been friendly with their prices. I mean, they're in line with Hot Toys prices. So the Clint Eastwood ones, obviously, that could be just Clint Eastwood himself, you know, charging a bit more, but his are like $290 for his figures. The Dude is about $255, and the Crow was around there, $260, $265, something like that. So
yeah,
I would expect this is going to be in the high twos.
Yeah.
I don't know though.
So that's a tough pill to swallow, because for me, it's just like it's going to come down to price and the final product. So it's one of those things where I really wouldn't feel comfortable pre-ordering this one here just because of reputation alone. So we'll see how it comes out. If it comes out stellar, I might pick it up, but
Sure.
it's going to be a 50-50 for me on that one.
Gotcha. We got Chris Santos in the house. Happy Valentine's Day, Chris. Thank you for being here. Brick, I know you're a big fan of this, and I know you grew up with this. You've talked about this a little bit privately with me. What are your thoughts? Is this something that you're going to entertain picking up?
Yeah, man, I am thinking about this one a lot. And that's because not only am I a Beetlejuice fan, but I'm a huge Tim Burton fan. He's probably my favorite director. And to be able to have a Beetlejuice without paying like on the secondary market and just go ahead and get it. Because that's the thing with Sideshow too. Like I'm trying to get a ghost face from Sideshow. That thing was going for $200 when it first released, and now I can't find it under 340, 320. And average is like closer to 400. So this is a figure I'm looking at. Now I did also see that you can pre-order the book that he's holding, the deceased. I can't think of that. So I'm wondering, does that, it's like $25. So I'm wondering if it comes with the figure too, or if you have to buy it separately. Because I saw on Sideshow that you pre-order that.
Maybe a deluxe version.
Yeah, maybe. And then if you don't get it, then you can also buy it separately. I'm not sure, but that's not ready for pre-order, but like coming soon, I think it said. So that's weird, but I think he looks great. I saw a comment in the chat saying something like, I doubt his hair comes out that nice. I doubt it too, but the cool thing with his hair is you don't need to make it look pretty. If you want to mess it up, you can just mess it up and it will look fine.
I mean, when you get really close here, you know, it kind of looks a little less stellar, but at the same time, you got those cool details with like the green fungus or whatever the hell that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, as long as it's got somewhat of the natural shape, I think you'll be able to futz with it. And hopefully they put a little bit of product in there as well. But yeah, I mean, that's something to, I mean, this is the prototype. So hopefully, is this the best it's going to look, or are they actually going to even improve it from here and it's going to get better? We just don't know.
Yeah. And I think it's the perfect time to announce this because we have Beetlejuice coming out this year. And I mean, I don't know, maybe by the time this actually gets delivered or actually released, then it'll be the time that movie comes out and everybody's going to want it. So I'm going to get it while I can. I think I'm like 80% there. The only thing that will like keep me away is if for some reason all my pre-orders release all in one day.
Yeah.
So
Sneaker, I don't know if you just saw that. I mean, because this was been kind of speculation. Watch, there's this black piece that's kind of on the feet of Beetlejuice himself. Do you think there's anything to that? It's just, I mean,
I didn't see it.
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Like I couldn't see it. It looked like you're saying there's something like a black piece that, like where his feet are that attach him like to the base.
Yeah, like let me take this off here. See, did you see how they set it on, but the black piece was already like fastened to them
on his feet?
Like he's like pegged into the black base or something.
Yeah, like maybe that's how they're
right.
Maybe it's like a Funko Pop.
Maybe he's not on a proper body yet, so it's just
true.
That's a good point too. Maybe they're just doing that so he like stays for the promo.
Right.
Because that would be weird if they just like put a like permanent peg in his foot and then you can't do what you want with the figure. That'd be a weird thing. But this figure looks cool. It's not for me. I have no interest in.
Have you ever seen Beetlejuice?
This? I have. I'm just I have no interest in. I couldn't place this in my collection anywhere. I have no interest in getting it. I've never owned an actual like Sideshow figure. And one of the things that's put me off is everybody just like one that I wanted to get was actually like the animated Obi-Wan. I wanted to get like that Sideshow, and for the like you get him for a relatively good price, but everybody just like there were so many people who talked about how bad the quality was. And just like that, like this looks great, but if it's like ends up being really poor quality, and you're paying that amount of money, that's a turn off a little bit for me when it comes to this. But the price for it seems like, at least, and I'm not really the one to ask as far as I've never owned one, but it seems like the general consensus, like I said, is these figures aren't as good of a quality and you're still paying that premium price. That for me is not really something that I'm interested in. If it was if they actually were a little bit of a better price point, I might consider, but yeah, I just paying that price for not as good a quality is a really tough pill to swallow when there's so much other stuff coming out. So not for me. It's like the Cad Bane that's coming out. I'm like, I don't really have an interest in getting it because I just hear about the quality of these just not being great. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. It does look cool. I think it looks really cool, and maybe that won't bother people, but yeah, that's kind of my overall thoughts.
We got Big Rib in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Too sweet to you. Happy Valentine's Day. John says, has Sideshow ever improved any of their figures from the promo? I always feel like they drop hard look at the Clone Wars line. Yeah, I don't know. I think, gosh, I'm trying to think. Has anybody on the panel purchased Sideshow figures? The only figure that I got was the Han Solo and Carbonite, and you can guess with the lack of articulation, there wasn't a whole lot to that thing. It's not really a figure, so I don't think I've owned any other Sideshow pieces. C-3PO, I have that one. That one's really good. And I had the R2-D2. I think aesthetically, again, those aren't like people, but aesthetically they look really good, just loose joints and whatnot. So
Yeah.
I guess I can't speak too much on those figures, but has anybody else owned Sideshow?
I've had 3. I currently just have 1. So aesthetically, I agree with you about the R2, but that thing almost felt like paper.
Oh yeah,
It was,
and you just move it and all the doors
that's
open,
not
and
right.
yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. And then the 2 that I sent back was Kenobi and Anakin from the Clone Wars.
okay,
Because John's right, they took a nosedive in comparison to the promo pics of the proto and then what they ended up being. But to piggyback off what Sneaker was saying, the thing about Sideshow, like if you look at it as kind of like, oh, the bodies aren't that great or whatever, paint apps and similar concerns you might have with third party, at least this is Sideshow. Like they'll pay for your shipping return back. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
the risk isn't that great. Maybe you don't want to lay out the money for the pre-order or whatever. Like I get that, but I have a lot more confidence ordering from them than I would a third party, say overseas or something like that. So at least you got that on your side for them. Those bodies for those 2 figures, though, like wobbly legs, it was just, and then like totally flat paint, and I get it, they're the animated, but
right,
it wasn't like that in the prototype. So the difference was just too much for me, and I didn't get, they weren't $190. You know what I'm saying? They were Hot Toys prices.
For a loose
So I
body,
get down
you're
to
paying
six.
Hot Toys
I'm down to
prices.
60% now.
There's
Thank
no
you.
excuse for a loose body when you're paying that amount of money.
Right.
Like that is
Exactly.
not something that's hard to. You can go buy a body on eBay that doesn't have loose joints. So why are you getting a loose jointed body for something you're spending almost $300 on? That's just not passable.
Yeah. I think there's a severe disconnect when it comes to Sideshow and what they think they are compared to what they sell in their stores. If I'm being honest, I've to Graham, your earlier point here. I've had 2 in my time. I did good with the C-3PO. It's been holding strong. Never had an issue with it. I know some people had problems with that one too, but the one that made me like very precautious about any Sideshow figure going forward has got to be the General Grievous. I ordered that one, and that was a disaster. Absolutely. I mean, literally fingers were falling off the second I took it out the box. So yeah, I mean, there's some okay ones there, and there's some ones that really, get my interest going, a la like Clint Eastwood, for example. I'd love to get, I love that they have a very broad portfolio of possible characters that they can pull from. But unfortunately, it's just like when you have stuff like we were just talking about with the price of a Hot Toy, and we're just talking about the quality of a Mars Toys, Mars Toys for the Prankster, the one thing that I would say from my personal copy is that the body is okay, not great, but not bad though. Not bad. And if I can't register in my head where I can't pay a Hot Toys price for a Sideshow product if it's not going to at least meet the same kind of quality standards of a Hot Toy. So the only reason why Beetlejuice is on my radar is because I love the character, and this is the only one I can possibly get. But to Rick's point there, it is a good time to get into it, but also at the same time, it may be a good time to wait. Because if Beetlejuice 2 is coming out, that is a Warner Brothers product. Right. Hot Toys has a Warner Brothers license. Inart has a Warner Brothers license. So you could potentially play the long game on this one here, and there might be potentially another Beetlejuice made by any one of those other companies.
But that might be like getting RoboCop 3 for your RoboCop 1. I mean, we don't know. We don't know, like, aging wise, or what's he going to be wearing in the second one. So that's the only thing I would say for that, though. This is like your iconic, your classic look. But no, D'Lo, I agree with you. You took the words out of my mouth. Like, I opened up this Alfred, right? I can put one finger on his chin and move his head back and forth, and it's that loose. But I'm not mad because I understand that, and I was expecting that because I've had third-party figures before, and I understand I'm not paying the Hot Toys prices, so something's got to give. But yeah, when you're Sideshow and you consider yourself on their level, and you're charging the same prices, yeah, that's when I have a problem too. So that's what I was going to bring up too. Like, these figures are the same way, but we're not paying those same prices. So it's to be expected.
But to be fair, everyone that I know that has a Clint Eastwood figures loves them. They love them. So, I'm only talking about what I've held in hand and what I've heard. So those are worth noting that I guess they're hit and miss,
Yeah, they got some good ones.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
Collection
I have high
Obsession.
hopes for David.
Yeah, and Collection Obsession says that Clint Eastwood was closely involved with the Sideshow and development of those figures and statue. And there's actually really cool video on YouTube that you can search too, kind of like the behind the scenes of him working with Sideshow to get these figures underway. It was really good. And my dad is a huge Clint Eastwood fan, so I grew up watching these movies. So it's definitely it's something that I want to get, but I haven't been able to get past the price point for getting a Sideshow figure. And I see Hot Toys Hotline is saying that they're really good down here in the chat, and I'll get to that. But at the same time, it's just hard to stomach that, like paying. Would I rather have this Clint Eastwood figure that I'm unsure about quality wise, or would I rather have a Batman figure from Hot Toys? Just to compare it loosely here. So I don't know. That's been tough for me to get through because Clint Eastwood would be great in my miscellaneous shelf, but I don't know if I'm there yet. So it's tough. Damn. The Catwoman paint job is horrible. I had to send it to an artist for repaint. Is that the new one from Hot Toys? Let's see. Yeah, the only Sideshow 6-scale figure I'm interested in is the Mythos Boba, but hesitant because of the reputation of their figures. That's one of them that I heard too. Was everybody's like, "Oh man, looks so good," but when you have it in hand, junk, like totally loose body.
Yeah,
the problem though, again with Alfred, so I have his arm up and it seems pretty solid. Moves easily, but it's holding. But I heard with those figures too, over time, and I'm not talking a lot of time, things start to sag and kind of, they don't hold up anymore. So I don't know, just something to be aware of. The Crow Sideshow is good. Oh boy, got Collecting Madness in the house. He's calling him out. He's calling him out. Be careful. Kind of makes me want to watch it. But yeah, that's the problem. They charge the Hot Toys prices, but then they have basically third-party quality. So yeah, and Hot Toys Hotline says Clint Eastwood figures, Eric Draven, the Dude, solid. Star Wars line, all must have been made by another factory.
Probably is.
Yeah, and the horror line's good too. I mean, it's not that Hot Toys or that Sideshow doesn't offer, good figures, but just I don't think they should be charging the same for.
It seems like a gamble. It's like you just don't know what's going to be good.
Right, that's true. Well, look at this. We got Adric23, a member for 5 months. Hello, fellows. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Well, man, thank you for being a channel member. I'm going to give you a Valentine's Day because I appreciate you being a channel member for 5 months. So you're going to get a Black Widow Valentine from me, and it says, "We kick butt together." That's your Valentine's. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you have a great night. That one's for free.
Every time I see Black Widow, I just think of Brick and his
50 Shades of
when
Grey.
you did your video. She has a gut.
Oh yeah.
I remember that.
Oh, man.
Is that the White Widow?
Yeah, man. The snow
Yeah.
suit.
The one thing I don't like about she's got a gut. That was good.
That's good.
Anything else stick out to you guys about this Beetlejuice? I mean, I think the details in the hands look good. Tailoring here. Let me. I think it looks. Yeah, the hair could be a nightmare. I mean, I'm not sure.
Was actually
go ahead.
just looking at pictures, and because I haven't seen the film in a while, but the hair on the figure looks thicker than it did in the film,
Sure.
which like isn't a bad thing. I'd rather have it that way than the other way around, right? So I don't know. I think the tailoring does look a little round. It doesn't look sharp, if that makes sense. But then again, I'm trying to see if I'm being fair and criticizing it because it's pretty sloppy looking in the film too. So
True. That's true.
Very true.
You know, this head sculpt though really looks great. I gotta admit,
it does.
Yeah, it does.
man. 70% brick, 70%. Let's go up. The head sculpt brings it up 10 more percent. Let's
yeah,
go.
but the tailoring looks very stiff to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
So
that's a better
65.
word for it.
I'll go to
Yeah.
65. I'm probably still gonna get them, but you guys are really helping me to change my mind, I guess.
It's like
Which
one of those
is
figures.
good points.
Like
Yeah.
5 years from now, you'll have like a horror collection or a whatever. Your collection will have changed. And you're like, damn, I wish I had bought that
Yeah,
figure. When it was
right.
You know what I mean? It's just like how it strikes me.
Well,
Yep.
and the I believe it was Hot Toys that made the original years ago. Was that a Hot Toys figure?
Yeah. Connor showed it last night, and it's dramatically different.
Right.
Sorry,
And
not Hot Toys. It was it Hot
Was
Toys?
it
I thought it was
Sideshow? Didn't they-
It was Sideshow.
it was
Yeah.
Sideshow. Okay,
Yeah.
so Hot Toys hasn't even tackled this thing yet,
It was
but
Sideshow.
yeah, Sideshow came out with it years ago, and that figure on eBay, I don't know if anybody's paying the money, but I've seen the asking prices is like over $1,000 for that figure, and this I think blows that out of the water. But I gotta think like Beetlejuice is a character, an iconic character that people gravitate towards, and still to this day, you know, want in their collection. So I think it kind of falls in the line for me, like a John McClane or, gosh. You know, Beetlejuice, like it's that iconic stuff growing up that we
Yeah.
just need to have in the collection for at least for my generation.
There was recently a successful Broadway musical, Beetlejuice. So yeah, I mean, he's still, I guess, relevant in popular culture for sure.
Right. Yeah, he looks good, but the hair, like here, I don't know. But then again, is it? I don't know. Is it going to be that big of a deal? Are we getting nitpicky? You know, who knows? So,
I mean, if the figure comes out like this, honestly, I would buy it. I'm just gonna say it. I'd say it. I'm gonna say it out loud. Like if it's is exactly this 12 months, 18 months, whenever this comes out, I'll buy this. But if it goes down from there, there's no way I'm touching this.
Yeah.
Like,
we got a $4.99 super chat from Addict23. Thank you so much. Hit me up with that, I think, shot clip. Keep saving for that Mac Pro, baby. Yes, we are. We're still saving for it. I do appreciate the super chat. We are now $5 closer to our goal. I'm going to color in the little thermometer so that we can get there, and I'll give you the.
You've decided to step up to the plate and support the channel. On behalf of the Jedi Knights Watch, we want to say thank you so much for your contribution. Not only will it help us to improve the channel, give you great quality and entertainment, but it'll also help us take over the world. This one's for you. Thank you so much.
Shots for everybody. Shots all around. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate the generosity. Let's see here. There was.
Doesn't he get a Valentine?
Another one? Yes, I'll give him another one here.
Oh, is that
I'd
the same
rank.
person?
It was, but I'll give him one
Okay.
more. It's going to be Spider-Man. It says, "Want to get together and hang out? Get it hanging? All
got
right.
I
Happy
get it.
Valentine's Day."
We got it. It goes without saying on that one.
What do you mean by hanging?
tell me.
brick.
Yeah, I got that post-shot crazy eye. But collecting madness, what are you guys expecting to pay? Not so we talked about kind of what we thought maybe they would charge, but what would you want to pay? What do you think would be a fair price? One that would get you to be like, I'm in. I know Sneaker's kind of the odd man out saying it's just not for him, but Sneaker, what do you think would be a fair price?
Ooh, I don't know. I feel like they're getting away with like what was Cad Bane listed at 270, and then people were saying Clint Eastwood's 285. This thing's probably gonna be pushing 270, 280 is what this is probably gonna end up being at. They're going for that price point now. It seems like I don't know. It's like Hot Toys went up, and then it seems like now they're even going for this. Also, this is a Warner Brothers product too, so like it's probably gonna be, I'll say 270, 280, I guess.
DLO, what would you want to pay?
Ideally,
Realistically,
being
not like,
realistic and
I
not-
want to pay
exactly.
$100, right?
Right. No, of course. Being realistic. I mean, I think Hot Toys Hotline mentioned in the comments that the horror figures are around 250.
Mhm.
I'd like to keep this one at 250 if it was possible.
Be good.
Is it going to be probably not, but I would prefer it to be 250. I would give it more serious consideration.
Does it matter that most of those were masked figures as well? I mean, he's face painted, but he's still got the likeness. You know, like I'm wondering.
Yeah.
So you got the Scream figure. Was it who else?
Michael Myers.
Mike Myers. Did they have like a Jason or? I'm trying to.
Never-
Mostly they're all masked figures, right? So
David
that
is
was,
290.
Yeah, I know there's like a Freddy and Jason, I think.
The Sam is like the
Yeah, I
trick or
think there's
treat
Freddy,
one, right?
Jason.
Not trick or treat, but the what's that company called from the Sam
Tots.
from Trick or Treat?
Treat
Tots,
Tots.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, David is 290. That's pricey, but he does
crazy.
come with a lot.
Brick, what would you feel comfortable paying?
I mean, obviously, I'd feel more comfortable paying like. He doesn't really come with much either. We got.
Well, we don't know.
I
I mean,
I guess we
Maybe
don't
they
know,
do a
but-
diorama base. Sideshow's not known for doing like dioramas or anything like that. But wouldn't it be cool if they did like a grave thing
Didn't-
where you got like
didn't
the rubber
the-
grass?
Didn't
and-
the Michael Myers have the door and the pumpkin? Was that Sideshow? Like the door that he stood in front of? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think that was the Sideshow figure, but I know the
Okay.
picture you're
I know it's
thinking
on Sideshow. I just
Yeah.
don't know if it was from Sideshow. But no, I just don't see a lot coming from like a lot of accessories. I'd be comfortable with 235, but I know it's going to be like 280. So, that's
You said 235.
yeah, I'd be comfortable with that. But I know it's going to be like
Sure.
270, 280. But it'd make more sense, especially if it doesn't come with much. It's
So,
cheaper.
so here's the thing. Like, let's just go back to Mars Toys for a quick second, then we're gonna wrap this up. But Willy Wonka, that's another one. That would be one in the John McClane Beetlejuice category for me to want in my collection to represent. Can't get it anywhere licensed, so Mars Toys comes out with them. It's a hair under $300, but you do get the Oompa Loompa with it. So kind of a two pack there. But like it's almost like it won't matter what the price is. I think X-Man maybe said that. I just gotta get it. So I'm leaning towards that, but at the same time, it's weird. I have more faith in Mars Toys at this point than I do in Sideshow. So
That's not wrong.
isn't that weird? Like I think that's
no,
what's
not at
why I'm
all.
hesitant. If this was Mars Toys and I saw this, it would have been a pre-order,
They've been
right away.
putting
Sure.
out quality products.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a reputation of being
Mhm.
consistent with what they're producing, as opposed to the exact opposite of what Sideshow's reputation is. It's very hit or miss. But you know what? I want to spotlight John Reese for a second, because he came up with a comment here. Then I think this is actually a very good question to ask here. He's saying here, going with the current trend with rooted hair, he
Yeah.
thinks it's a possibility it can be 300 plus. That's a fair argument as well too, because we're not necessarily saying. Yeah, but you know what though? He's got a great point, because if you think
Rooting
about it, if this is 285, this is not worth 285. Sideshow doesn't care about that. But if they're going by trends in collecting here, everybody's hot on artisan, everybody's hot on in art, all the rooting, this, that, and the other business. Why can't we charge $300+ for our Beetlejuice that is rooted? So, I mean, if it is 300+, John, count me out. I'm done. I'm not getting
I'm
that.
out.
Sorry.
If it's over 300.
But
But
I mean, you may be right. You never know.
But yeah, the Michael Myers came with a tombstone, not a door. But it came with a tombstone, a jack-o'-lantern, and it came with the ghost sheet. So you had like different looks and all that. So if they do something like that with this figure, that'd be cool. Give it some accessories.
Yeah, I don't know if this is rooted though. I think it's more like troll doll hair, for lack of a better comparison. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
That's the
not
thing,
like,
it doesn't look
Yeah, it's not gonna be
very
like a truly
great.
wool.
right.
It's,
There's
yeah,
real back here from Michael Keaton
I
himself.
feel like it's gonna be like Catwoman style.
Yeah,
You know, like the older style, rooted or whatever they want to call it.
it looks good the way it is too. I don't think it looks bad.
No,
No,
it
I
looks
agree.
good, but
It does look good.
we'll see. It's gonna maybe have to be a wait and see for me. I don't know if I can just jump right in, but I mean, I know Hot Toys Hotline's trying to win us over here with some of these better figures that they've come out with, but maybe because I haven't seen them in hand, it's harder for me to get over that hump. So Mars Toys I'm in because I've seen what they're doing and I've got them in hand recently. So yeah, it's that reputation. So any final thoughts on Beetlejuice before we move on?
No.
All right, then silence will win the night. All right, guys, it is time for our Valentine's Day segment. And this is going to be a lot of fun. Now, I will say, before we get going into this, that DLO the Collector is the one who is responsible for basically creating these taglines and these questions. So if you guys need help with writing poems to your significant other, if you need help with like reading cards or just like winning them over, maybe you got into a fight and you just need, DLO, just I'll post his number down below and you can call him directly and he'll help you through those tough times and maybe give you a little quick poem to win her back over. So
I'm a poet and I know it. There you go. There's another one.
all you got to do is rhyme. That's all you got to do. All right. So I think, do you guys want me to just give you like the kind of like we do with Overreaction Wednesday? I'll give you like the clue or the DLO verse, and then you pick one, and then you'll get the question from there. Is that cool? We'll all do one. I think
Sure,
I'm
why
gonna
not?
do. I think I'm gonna have DLO go last because he did make these, so I think he knows what each one is. So I think it just makes sense that he doesn't pick. So I'm gonna start with Mike, being that the Litoris is our special guest for tonight. Before I do that, though, I do want to just post DLO's number, so guys, if you do need to give him a call, Nick has the hookup for you. So thank you for posting
That number was private, Nick. Thanks.
But yeah, X-Men says Mars Toys, the hero we need. It's true. It's true. I know we talked a while back about them going, getting licensed, but I don't know if that's the best thing for us or for them. So yeah, hopefully we just keep riding that wave. But Mike, I'm going to start with you. So I'm just going to give you one of these and you just pick whichever one kind of tickles your fancy. So we have, let me just bring this up too here. Okay. Whenever I feel like giving up, your love keeps me going. Okay.
Okay.
I love you because all of the small things you do. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I would day one pre-order you. That one's kind of gives it away a little bit, but still good.
Okay.
I never believed in luck until I met you.
Okay.
And the last one, every love story is beautiful, but ours is my favorite. That's probably hard to remember all these, but
Enter the DLO verse.
Steve.
I like, yeah, this is deep stuff. I like the first one. Let's go back to the first one. It hit me.
Okay,
in the
so
feels there.
whenever I feel like giving up, your love keeps me going. So
Sweet.
name the figure that made you fall back in love with the hobby. Or
Oh boy.
if you've never really fallen out of love, name the figure that made you fall in love with the hobby. Might be your first, but it might be one that you just got, you're like, wow, this is the real deal. And you guys think about it too, because I do want to chime in with everybody on your thoughts too, but we're going to start with Mike on this one.
So, all right. So I'm going to have to maybe augment the way I'm going to answer this is going to be a little bit different than especially like DLO and yourself who've been collecting for quite a long time. I think Brick and Sneaker and I have been in the game about the same amount of time. So I don't think we've had enough time to kind of fall out and back in. But the way I'll answer it is I'll say Nightmare Batman because it was my first non-Star Wars figure. And for better or worse, it just sort of opened the universe wider for me of collecting. And it was like, it's weird. At that time, I had like 60 figures, and they were all Star Wars. So it's a weird thing when you like a totally different property, a Batman figure, and it's just completely different, you know, because you kind of get used to like clones and armor, and there's a sameness to that universe as there is with DC, etc. So this like opened up a whole new avenue of collecting for me, and I was like, all right, you know, this is pretty cool. Like, I'm a Batman collector. Am I a DC collector? Like, am I a Snyderverse only collector? Like, where do I go with this? So that's one of the things I really enjoy about collecting is like kind of choosing a path and how that path changes. And to me, that's like where a lot of the joy and the fun is. And that's why I like watching people talk about figures, because you can see collections that you don't have and just like see where the future of your collection will go. So getting that figure in hand changed the future of how I collect. Now I have like a bunch of Batman figures and a bunch more on order and stuff. So I'd say it was Nightmare Batman from the Nightmare 2-pack. So basically the 2.0.
Okay.
Yep. And I got like the upgraded coat for that. So that was another thing.
Which coat did you get?
I got the, oh God, I'm going to have to look it up. I forget the name.
Wasn't 1/6 kit?
It was from, I believe it was from, no, it wasn't from Kit. I'll find
Toys,
it.
maybe?
Yeah, it was the Daft Toys one.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like the only negative about the Daft Toys is like the fraying at the bottom is like super even.
Mhm.
So I'm going to kind of like change that up. But that was another thing about this figure. It was like, oh, okay, I can buy like third party, you know, I can enhance my figures. And obviously I knew you could always do that, but it was the first figure that I spent the money to do that with. So yeah, long-winded answer. Apologies for that one, but
No, it's great. That's a
Nightmare
great outlook, you know, like on why and kind of how it changed, you know, your collecting journey. And then what a great figure to kind of be able to do that too. The Nightmare Batman is one that stands, even though it's a 2-pack, it stands on its own. It's an amazing figure. Even the 1.0
really
was
does.
just great. So
yeah,
well done. Well said.
One little bit, if I may add this, it made me rewatch the Snyderverse again. So like fell in love with those movies all over again, which is another big part of collecting, I think, for all of us, right? Is reconnecting with maybe movies we hadn't watched in a while and going back and be like, man, I love this even more than I thought I did. Now having this 3-dimensional representation of it just kind of like merges these two interests so perfectly. So, yep.
Very good. So the person that picks obviously gets the spotlight. I want to quickly check in with you guys too, just what your feedback is on this. Doesn't have to be, you know, it doesn't have to be as long-winded as Mike, but it was Mike's kind of like spotlight. So Sneaker, really quick, is there a figure that you think of when this topic comes up, the figure that made you either fall in love with the hobby or fall back in love?
This is really funny because Mike and I have actually talked like quite a bit outside of streams and stuff, but we kind of have joked in the past about like we're kind of like one and the same as a collectors. Like we started off Star Wars, then we kind of branched out like, oh, really like DC and like Batman, and then kind of dabble in some different Marvel stuff. So actually my thought process was like relatively the same. The one that came to my mind was In Art Joker, because like I was all Star Wars, and then like it was more what opened my eyes up. So like I actually like was thinking the exact same thought process. Another one would be like an Iron Man, getting an Iron Man figure and experiencing that, like getting one of those for the first time, and then just kind of how that like evolved my my collection. And then like even I guess I've almost been collecting a year and a half now, but from what I started as, and then just even in a short time after I decided to like start branching out, I feel like just seeing more of like what the hobby has to offer than just like one IP like I originally planned was probably what I wouldn't say like fall back in love, but made me like fall more in love with the hobby in general, I'd say. So yeah, Mike and I are basically the same.
Yeah, I agree.
How about you, Brick? Anything come to mind?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever fallen out of love of Hot Toys, but I do think that the first Hot Toys that I got, it was like a girl that wasn't really my type, you know, and then all of a sudden summer goes by, senior year or something, and I get into the Spider-Verse figures, and I'm like drop dead gorgeous, in love with these Hot Toys figures, and see like what they can do So yeah, that Miles and Spider-Gwen changed my view on Hot Toys for sure.
How about you, DLO?
Yeah, for me, it wasn't even a figure. For me, it was actually a vehicle, the DeLorean.
Oh,
Back
yes,
to the
you were
Future.
changed, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you remember, Graham, that stream that we did with
That's
Low Key the
fun.
Collector, shout out to Low Key. I mean, I was grinning like a kid in a candy store. I was over the moon excited because that's like my first real vehicle, right? I mean,
Mhm.
I do have the Scout bikes. They're fantastic, but like kind of like something that you thought you would never get simply because it was out of your reach. Like, for example, the original DeLorean. I always wanted a DeLorean, but I was like, oh man, I don't want to pay that price. And also, it was just like, I mean, it's used, this, that. I made a bunch of excuses. I just kind of put it in the back burner. But then when they announced the second one, I was just like, this is my shot. I got to take it.
Yeah.
Like, as much space as it's going to take, and as much as I'm very particular about how much space is left for me to collect in, because there's only so much I can give up. I said, I'm going to make room for this DeLorean here, man. The fact that I was able to secure something like that, and it just totally brought back all the memories I had of watching the movies with my family growing up, and just, you know, all the excitement I had for the movies as a kid. It just like said, you know what, I was kind of burned out from Marvel, DC, Star Wars and stuff like that, just for collecting as long as I have. And it was just like, it was so refreshing. It was something new I've never done in all my time collecting. So for me, like, it just reminded me of just how fun this hobby can be, especially when you find that perfect combination of, you know, a quality figure and also something that just kind of gets back to a great memory that you have. So for me, it's going to be my first vehicle, the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Yeah, and honestly, I look at my DeLorean as kind of like our DeLorean, like almost like yours and mine, because we almost purchased it we did purchase that actually at the same time, I believe. Yeah. We got it in at the same time. We spent that live stream reviewing it and unboxing it together. So like, yeah, it's pretty cool because when I see that, it's not only reminds me now of like the nostalgia of Back to the Future, but then like my boy DLO the Collector and kind of the fun moments that we shared with that too. So, you know, we're getting sweet here on Valentine's Day, but it's true. It's really true. If I could answer mine, you know, the cop-out answer is my first figure, which was the BVS Batman, but I'm not going to use that, even though it definitely made me fall in love with the hobby. I'm going to go with Avengers Hulk.
It's a good one.
That is one that early on I put on my list of wants, but I knew that it was out of my price range because it was already sold out. So I settled on Professor Hulk, which isn't a bad figure. It's just not the iconic Hulk that I wanted. I wanted the big, mean, you know, the traditional Hulk. So I was able to finally pick him up at my local comic book store. They got him on trade-in. And when I unboxed this thing, the size of the figure was massive. It was breathtaking how detailed this was. He's just towering over the other figures. Like, it really just kind of even rekindled that love. And then Sneaker even saw him and fell in love with him too, and was like, I got to get that. And then he got him.
I bought it.
Yeah, so and
I saw that
figure. Now that we
when I saw the figure, I was like, damn, I want that. Like, I got to have this figure.
Out. Yeah, it's just going on eBay. So I think that one kind of rekindled, not that I ever fell out of love, but it almost like rejuvenated, like, holy shit, like this really is super special, because you get a figure after figure, you know, and not all people do this. Like, some people only get a few a year, and that's perfectly fine. But I think sometimes if you do keep getting figures, maybe it takes a little bit of the specialness off. But then when you get something so different like that, it's kind of reels you back in. So cool. Very, very well done with that first round, guys. We're going to go into the next one, but let me just check in with the chat here. Fig Geek says, my first hot toy was Daredevil. And how you figure with the $1.99 super chat, I almost left the hobby until I saw that Catwoman. Damn, that's a good figure, huh? Thank you so much for the.
And then he finally did leave the hobby,
right? And then got her in hand, and he left the hobby. Let's see. How you figure? I'm gonna find a Valentine for you really quick, and since we're talking about the Hulk. Your Valentine is the Hulk himself. It says, I hope you have a smashing Valentine's Day. Please be my Valentine. So there you go. Thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat. I do appreciate that. We are now $1.99 closer to the Mac Mini. We're going to color in the little thermometer as we inch closer to that goal. Thank you guys so much. Do appreciate that. Yeah, that DeLorean broke my heart, deal. I had to exchange it 3 times because of the broken axle. So to be fair, we got the second or the third batch after that was already fixed. So Andreas says jazzing 22 for me.
Congrats on that.
So much wasted potential with that Hulk Valentine. Oh, man. You guys are funny. All right, let me get back to... I got back to my stuff here. Okay. Sneaker, you are next. As soon as I find my place. Okay. I love you because of all the small things you do. Roses are red, violets are blue. I would day one pre-order you. I never believed in luck until I met you. And every love story is beautiful, but ours is my favorite. I bet I use that one. I bet DLO used that one today.
Let's go with those small. I love the ones with about doing the small things.
All right. I love you because of all the small things you do. And that would be... Which figure do you love because of all of its accessories?
Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. There's a couple that come to mind. One I would this is kind of tough, but I would probably go with the Chrome Mando. That figure has what'd you say? Yeah, deluxe. Yeah, deluxe. I would say deluxe because then you get all the stuff like if you have the swoop bike. So I have the swoop bike and you get to put all the attachment pieces onto the back of the swoop bike, which looks really cool if you have that. If you don't have that, then all that stuff just is going to just stay in the box basically. Or you can put it on the little thing to carry. I would never have that figure carrying something because it's Mando, but and then you get the Darksaber, you get the Beskar Spear. You just get so much with that figure. I think that was the one that I would probably go with accessory wise, and you just get everything else that comes with Mando, all of the like whistling birds and the smoke effect and the flamethrower effect, all the different you just get so much with that figure, and you get the head sculpt. But one thing I want to I want to give a honorable mention to is the 501st Deluxe Clone Trooper, because it comes with the Phase 1, Phase 2 helmet, the Ahsoka version of the helmet, and it comes with a boatload of weapons. So like mine in my little Clone Wars display, I just got all those weapons just like down at the base on the rocks because I wanted to do like a diorama scene and just have all the weapons, like a jetpack laying out because I didn't want them all wearing jetpacks. Like you just have so much stuff that comes with that. So I just wanted to do a quick plug for that one too, because that one has a lot of awesome accessories. But yeah, I got to go with Chrome Mando as my number one.
Yeah, it's tough because I think most of the time we pick a figure with what we're going to do and then everything else sits in the box and we kind of forget about it. So it's kind of hard. Like, what figures do I go back and I use like a lot of the accessories for? So, Mike, anything pop into your head that you would put in there?
I mean, I would say the first thing that came to mind was Patrick Bateman from Iconic. Just because huge fan of the film, and there is so much love in every accessory that he comes with, and he comes with a lot. So yeah, that was the first thing that came to mind.
Okay. What about you, Brooke?
I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but it's Into the Spider-Verse. and it's because he comes with 3 head sculpts. He comes with hands with the gloves, without the gloves. He comes with spray paint.
Yeah,
he comes with stickers.
Yeah, that's cool.
He comes with so much stuff, and even Spider-Gwen comes with Spider Ham. So like you get a lot of stuff with those figures. Very
that's
underrated.
A good point
figures.
too, because that's almost like another figure, but it is considered an accessory. So that's a home run when you get almost like another figure in there too.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about you, D-Lo?
Oh, for me, it's got to be John Wick 2.
Yeah,
John Wick 2. That figure comes with way more accessories than it has any right to give. It's such a good value. I mean, that figure is like 5 years old now, and people are still posting that figure on Facebook groups and all that stuff like that there, because it's just so good. It's such a great value. You can constantly change up the style of it, pose it with different weapons. People bought like third-party accessories to kind of fit the whole look they're trying to do, the scene. It's a dope figure. So for me, the John Wick 2 one is like a really good value.
So I was gonna say, I was just looking at my collection. I was gonna say Jack Sparrow, the DX6, comes with the ship wheel, comes with like the bottle of rum, comes with the bottle with the ship in it, comes with swords, comes with pistols, comes with his hat, his necklace, his compass. But I want you guys to decide. It's between that and TVA Loki. He comes with the computers. He comes with 2 miss minutes. He comes with daggers. He comes with the sword. He comes with the sword on fire. He comes with a jacket. And probably more than that, too. He does come with more of that. But I guess you guys can't really pick because it's my figure. But I'm going to say... Jack Sparrow. Because that was the first one that popped in my head. But TVA Loki is so underrated, and he comes with a shit ton of stuff too. So
Yeah, he does.
I love that figure so much. Mike, do you have that figure, TVA?
No,
Oh.
but it it would have absolutely no place in my collection. Although being the TVA thing, you could kind of like tell a story around it, right? Why he's there.
Right.
Hey, it's him in this weird universe. But no, I don't. I don't have it. Looks good though.
All right. Well, another good round. Great figures by you guys too. Just and ones that we don't always think about. Like we always just think about best figure, but it's like, hey, well, what's the figure with the best accessories, or that we love to go back to the accessories. So we have a $1.99 super chat from Fig Geeks. Thank you so much for the generosity in helping the channel out, taking that extra step because you are already a channel member. So you're taking that extra step to support me, and I do appreciate that. And for that, I'm gonna give you the second super chat video.
Oh, so you decided to be very generous and give another super chat. Well, I just gotta say, you are one of a kind. And thank you so much, because now you get to see me drink another bourbon. This one's for you.
Slam it with authority. And is that I think that's Batman in his profile picture. So I'm going to give you a Batman Valentine tonight. And it says, I want to be your knight. Oh, happy Valentine's Day. And thank you again for the super chat.
Because the Jedi's
right.
Night Watch. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Yes, I fucking love the sound of an uncorked bottle. Can't really do it with the Gentleman Jack tonight. It's a twist off, but nonetheless, it's a great sound. Let's see here. Yes, TVA Loki is great. That Loki TVA jacket and Miss Minutes are pretty awesome. Oh, Lando comes with a dope communicator.
Oh, look at that.
That is actually a really good point.
Should have said that for my answer.
Yeah, Sneaker, I act like I love you, but I really don't.
Lando.
One day he will see the light. One day.
Lando's the worst Valentine ever. Don't
Oh,
come,
come on.
come in here with
Oh,
that BS. Do you want to
wanna
get
be
cheated
your
on
knight.
Valentine's Day? Go to Lando.
WTF, is that a line from 50 Shades? It could be.
Rick, can you confirm it? Is it in the movie?
Dude, I was like, I'm going to just try to tiptoe
it is
around
not.
this.
It's not.
It's official.
We got single songwriter in the house. Happy Valentine's Day and Ash Wednesday. That's true. It is Ash Wednesday today. Collector's Wolfpack Wednesday, episode 40. We didn't make a big enough deal about that either. I think 50 will be extra special, but hell, we just hit, another milestone of 40. We're going strong. Thank you, Mike Litoris, for being here tonight. And thank you guys out there for joining us on Valentine's Day. When it comes to romance and all that, Lando is for the streets. That hoe.
Finally, someone's speaking the truth.
Good point. Empire Strikes Back, Boba Fett at 40th has
Oh,
a
yeah.
bunch of
Oh,
accessories.
yeah.
Isn't that the one you can do Return of the Jedi or
Alternate looks.
alternate looks? Yeah. Yes. All right, let's go to the next one here. I just got to scroll back down. I'm getting all over the place. Okay. 1 second. All right. Brick. We have roses are red, violets are blue. I would day one pre-order you. I never believed in luck until I met you. And every love story is beautiful, but ours is my favorite.
I'm gonna go with this one.
Okay, this one. I like this one. I like this one a lot, actually.
Oh boy.
Name the one figure you will never sell. I don't care if a 2.0 comes out, a reissue comes out. I don't care. So name a figure that you will not sell.
I'm gonna go with my RoboCop 3. I will never sell that figure, no matter what. That would be, even though I've been talking about these guys right here, the end of the Spider-Verse, the RoboCop
I would have laughed
3.
honestly if you said those again.
That's why I'm not saying it again. But but no, RoboCop 3 for sure. I mean, I've talked about it. It's a lot of nostalgia. It's got a lot of memory. I'm glad I got it in the collection, and it is a badass figure. So that is one I will never see myself selling, even if I get rid of my whole collection, which I don't see myself doing that either. But if I had to keep one, it'd be that.
Yeah, and I know you don't really like to sell anyway, but it's always interesting to see like what's one you just never would even like think about selling. You know, like what's the one that's just off the table. DLO, how about you?
Yeah, for me, it's DX13 Terminator.
Oof.
Never sell that one. That's Arnold Schwarzenegger was my idol as a kid, idol as an adult. One of my favorite movies of all time. Yeah, I can never ever I can get rid of every single one of those, but not Arnold. Couldn't.
What if he peels?
What if he peels?
Yeah.
Well, I'll pay someone to make me a fancy leather one.
Oh, that'd be nice
do
too,
it.
actually. Sneaker, how about you? It's the figure you will never sell. I'm trying to look here.
A New Hope Obi-Wan Kenobi. 100%. That figure.
It's an amazing figure.
Never.
on brand.
I
I
will
will
also
also
2.0 it. I'm never getting rid of that
I
figure.
will also never sell that one, but I don't know if that's my one figure. So, but that is
Yeah, I'm not. I don't care if that figure gets dated 10 years from now. Never, ever getting rid of it.
man, that's a good one. How
I
about
can
you,
see him
Mike?
2.0ing that, but I still want to keep my OG because it's just such
but-
an awesome. It's just I got to keep it.
But is there a need? Like, really, would they? Because
There isn't. I think that figure is. They don't need to
some
do
of
anything
these
for
figures, it doesn't matter how old they are. They were
Yeah.
so well done that it just doesn't matter. Maybe reissue, just updated paint apps, but I don't think they would rehaul it or anything. But
Yeah.
Mike, how about you?
So when Brick said RoboCop, it made me think future-proof, right? Because I look at that figure, and this might sound naive watching this back 5-10 years from now, but like that's a future-proof figure. I mean, it's die-cast. It's pretty much perfect. But to give an original answer and not steal his, I would say Arena Fett for very similar reasons, in the fact that like there's not a head sculpt to one day be improved or have a better paint app. It's a special figure for me because I loved the comic, and I would never have thought they would come out with that figure. So I'm going to say Arena Fett.
Nice.
It's a good one. Gosh, this is actually a lot harder than I thought it would be. So when you guys say the one figure, it's not necessarily your favorite. It's just one you'd never sell, right? I mean, you have
Right.
others that
Correct.
you'd never sell too.
Right.
So
Doesn't have to be your favorite.
part of me wants to give you like the Joker DX8 answer and the DX13 and my Jack Sparrow and stuff like that. But I'm just gonna be a little different just because this is a figure that I've had for a while and I love her, and it's Valentine's Day and I'm feeling a little sweet on her. So I'm gonna say the OG Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. It is an amazing figure. The likeness to Margot Robbie is great. The outfit is on fire. She looks beautiful. Really easy to pose as well. Yeah, that's one I just don't see myself ever selling just because she's so good and yeah, I love it. So be a little different, but obviously Obi-Wan, DX13, my RoboCop. most of my figures, to be honest, at this point. Not looking to want to sell any of them, but Mime Joker even is up there too, because it's so different, and I don't know if I'd say rare, but it's rare in the fact that he only had 2 minutes of screen time in that outfit, and you're not going to see another one like it, I don't think so. Yeah. All right, really good answers, guys. Let me just check in really quick with you guys in the chat. So X-Man says 1973 Wolverine. John says Lando, of course. Queso Blanco says In-Art Joker.
Damn. That's my answer. Should change it.
Also, Single Songwriter says Princess Leia, A New Hope. That's one. It's funny because Sneaker saw my Hulk and he immediately had to get the Hulk, and I saw his A New Hope Leia, and I immediately had to, get that one and find that one for a deal. So we got Brett Banner in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Metal Gear. Why can't I say this word? Revengeance? Raiden? I don't know if I said that right. What would I have never guessed? RoboCop. I thought I knew you, Brick. What's that mean, though? How you figures got to run?
Spider-Man.
Thank you for being here, my friend. Have a great night. Happy Valentine's Day. Appreciate you. We got good old Spotchka in the house. What's up, fam? Thank you for being here, my friend. Love the updated logo. It's really cool, and he drew that himself too, so that's really cool.
Talented dude.
Yeah, and I was actually I was just on his show Friday night. We ranked all the Batman figures, so go to Spotchka's channel, check that out. That was a lot of fun.
That was a fun conversation.
Yeah, we're gonna have him on the show eventually here too. He's on the list, so now we're starting a list, guys. So if you're on the list, that's good news for you. So check back in soon, and I'm sure we'll have him on. Yeah, Hot Toys Keaton 2.0 whenever that comes out. So that figure is going to be so great. Waitlisted now too.
Yeah.
So, all right. We are caught up. Let's move it along. Move it along here. We have DLO and myself to go. I'm going to let DLO go first. Or would you like me to go first? I know him too, so it doesn't really matter. Maybe you forgot some. So I'm just going to have you go. Roses are red, violets are blue. I would day one pre-order you. I think we both know that one. I never believed in luck until I met you.
Let's go with that one.
Okay. All right. Just delete this one. And it is. What is the greatest Hot Toys score you ever made?
It's a good one.
Okay. The one I'm most proud of is going to be I got. Huh?
Yep.
Okay, I was going to say. All right. Yeah, I got a bundle deal. I got Hoth Leia. I got Farm Boy Luke, and I got Tarkin for $600.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes.
That is pretty amazing.
Pre-COVID deal.
Damn.
I wanted to look pre-COVID deal.
Say again. You said Hoth Leia,
Hoth
A New
Leia,
Hope Luke,
Farm Boy Luke,
and
yeah,
Tarkin.
and Tarkin.
You basically bought Tarkin and got those two for free, basically.
in a nutshell,
insane.
yeah.
That's a
Smart.
very good score.
Yeah. Shout out to
Years
Last
ago,
Jedi tanking the market for Star Wars back then.
That's true. And that's a good point. Why don't
Sad.
you briefly kind of talk about like the time to buy, isn't always when things are hot.
No, it's on the contrary. It's actually when things are not hot. At the time of when I started my Star Wars journey, Marvel was demolishing everybody's collections. Everybody had every Marvel movie, every version of that figure in that movie, and it was slim pickings for Star Wars fans. Star Wars fans were dealing with, Force Awakens, which not a terrible movie. Then The Last Jedi, pretty bad movie. And like things weren't pushing. I mean, I think I've said this multiple times. Like, I got Darkside Anakin and Count Dooku and all these guys for discounts, free shipping from Sideshow with coupons and all that stuff. So today's grills, back then, not so much. couldn't give them away. So, yeah, when Hot Toys was hot with Marvel, I stuck to Star Wars. And now that Star Wars is now hot, all the stuff that I wanted from Marvel that was out of my reach, now I'm getting that now. So, and DC always kind of stays in the middle. So, for me personally, I like to collect when things are not hot so I can get it at a better price. So I can fill it out without having to pay top dollar at that time.
Man, I can't get over that. It's pretty good. Congrats to you on that. Jeez.
Thank you, sir.
Brick, how about you? Is there a score that you can think of that you just were proud of?
No.
My dark is it?
I suck at finding deals, man.
my
I'm
Rogue
like,
One
okay,
Vader.
I want
Yeah,
it.
for a deal. Before
I guess. Yeah, I guess. What did I pay? 200? 220? Maybe it was 240.
50, I think.
Oh, maybe it was,
250?
yeah, so that's not really a good deal.
That ain't it. Jesus.
It was going for over 3 at the time.
That's
Come on.
true. That's true. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I think of figures that I purchased from Hawk Wars. He's given me some pretty decent deals.
Yeah, shout out to
like
Hawk.
my Darth Maul is pretty good. My Vision was a good deal. Both my Black Widows, but nothing like DLO was saying. So
I don't think any of us have scored something like
Yeah.
that. But, well,
Yeah,
maybe
nothing like that.
Sneaker. Who knows?
maybe
but-
Sneaker. Yeah.
Sneaker gets the deals, man. Puts in the work.
Yeah, he's a hustler. How about you, Sneaker? Speaking of you, what's the score that comes to your
Yeah.
mind?
The best deal that I ever got, I bought a Revenge of the Sith Anakin Skywalker, a light side Anakin, and it came with a dark side Anakin head sculpt, and it was $330. And right when I got it, I already had a dark side Anakin. I sold the dark side Anakin head sculpt for $250. So I got my light side Anakin essentially for $80. That's the best deal I've ever gotten. Yeah, I was very proud of that one. Yeah.
Right,
I
round of
don't know
applause
how
for man.
I don't know how I could get better than that.
Yeah,
one.
I don't know.
There's a lot of like sub $200 deals I've gotten, but that one is the one that immediately I thought of when this one came up. Yeah, best. But I don't think I'll ever get something better than that one.
Before we get to Mike, and Mike, feel free to jump into this though. But before we get to your answer, what's the key to scoring a sweet deal? Patience. I guess that comes to my mind. But like, is there a key to doing it? Is it luck? Is it just constantly hunting? Just waiting? What do you guys think?
I think all of that, and another one I would add would be just going for it. If somebody offers a best offer opportunity,
Yes, that's a good point.
Just go. You would be surprised how many times people accept an offer you thought might be insulting.
It's true.
You know, at least I've gotten lucky with that. Because sometimes people just want to move on from stuff, you know, and maybe it's been up for 8 months, no bites at all, and you throw something out there,
Right.
Something's better than nothing. So.
I agree. I mean, that's how I've gotten a lot of my figures where I probably shouldn't have been buying, but I'm like, screw it. I'll just put in a low ball offer and
They'll never accept it.
And I was like, oh shit. Well, here we go.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, you guys think of anything, or is it just kind of luck, patience?
It's a little bit of both.
Don't want to give your
honestly.
secrets.
Yeah. No comment.
Sounds good.
A lot of work, a lot of just like
Yeah.
just
Hunting.
keeping an eye. You gotta keep an eye. A lot of it also too, I feel like the lucky part is when you're just like perusing the Facebook groups and it's like posted just now and it's a really good deal and you're the first one to message and it works out for you in that way.
Yeah.
I think that's one. And if it's a figure you're looking for or a figure you're not looking for, but you end up buying anyways, sometimes that happens.
Well, I would say too, for every deal that you get or every score, there's probably 5 or 6 that you miss out on that don't work out.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not
Yeah,
like
always
it just
you
happens all the
just
time.
missed. Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Just those ones that just go right away when it drops. If you're not first to comment, you probably
Right.
missed. That happens on a regular basis too.
How about you, Mike? What's a score that you think of? One of your best scores?
So I'm gonna say 2 real quick. One of them was
You only get one.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
All right. So since we talked about the 501st, I got 2 501st Deluxe for $400 free shipping. That was like a fantastic deal. But maybe my best. And the reason I'm giving two answers is because this one was like split. So the first Hot Toy I ever got, 2016, I put in an offer. I don't remember how it worked out, but it was $34 for a BB-8, $8 shipping. So $34 for a droid, that's pretty darn good. So
That's very good.
So yeah,
That's a good
that's
price.
kind of my best. Yeah.
Very good. Well, since Mike gave 2, I'm going to give 3. Emperor Palpatine, the deluxe, picked up on eBay used. Took a chance because the deal. Usually when they say it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. But I said, screw it. I'm going against, all my rules here, and I'm just going to take a chance and get it. And I paid $280 for Palpatine Deluxe, which I think is even under retail. And I got this back in 2020 or early 2021. Now he goes for, I don't know, 5, 6, at one point $700. So I was always proud of that one. Another one would be Han Solo, A New Hope. Now, obviously, his price has dropped a little bit with Return of the Jedi coming out, but I was able to pick him up for $250 loose. Had everything except for the box. Picked up a box for $25, so I'm $275 in when he was going for what, 5, 6 at his high point, something like that. And then my third one would just be maybe not as big of a score as some people think, but it's the Crow. Paid $150 for that recently, and no pleather damage either. So like the fact that that's under retail, well under retail, for a figure that's been long sold out. So those are ones that kind of pop into my head that were pretty good scores that I'm pretty proud of. So let us know in the chat. I think you guys have been what some of your scores have been, and we'll try to browse through a little bit. Yeah, Nick says he got Emperor Palpatine on Sideshow the day before it waitlisted. This was before he joined Facebook groups and kept up with that stuff. Toss up between old Ben Kenobi for $250, Avengers Hulk 2-pack, regional premium for $600. Okay. Armory,
nice.
Batman Armory 3-pack for $420, sealed in box. I've been looking for an Armory. There's one, not new, for $450. I just right now I can't swing it, but I'm watching like a hawk. So, yeah, Leia and Wicket $250. Holy cow, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
Dooku and Palpatine no throne $460. To be
Solid.
honest, I'd be fine with the Palpatine without the throne because I have not figured out a way to properly display it. So
I was gonna say that's basically what you have.
right. 2 Stormtroopers 2-pack, New Hope $499. Yep, Stormtroopers at one low price. Good score. COVID also, or pre-COVID.
2 Stormtrooper 2-packs for $500.
That's
Still
crazy.
got one that you want to sell me? I need that one.
Good.
Yeah, from A New Hope too. I mean, yeah, he pretty much buy
Yeah.
one going free right there.
Yo, single songwriter, bro. Hit me up if you want to get rid of a Stormtrooper 2-pack, man. That's like one I cannot find.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. When Mando was hot, I traded a classic Mando and Remnant Trooper for a Hulkbuster Deluxe.
Wow.
Sheesh.
That's so lopsided. That's good for you, man.
What? Oh man, that
Like
is
Durasteel
nuts,
Mando.
though.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
good for you. Force Awakens, Han and Chewie, and Leia, $399 and $20 shipping. Very good.
That's very good, actually.
Last year, I got almost the entire Captain America Civil War line for $1,000. Cap, Falcon, Winter Soldier, Hawkeye, Black Widow, and War Machine. I feel like it's probably the most valuable Marvel line. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's really
pretty good too. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You basically paid under $200 for each. I mean, that's pretty good score.
I mean,
too.
that
Falcon
basically-
alone.
I was going to say
Yeah.
Falcon alone was $1,000 back in his heyday. So
Yeah.
that alone, that's impressive. That's a really
Really?
good score there for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, X-Men says I always counter offer if it's an option. I know I'm like, oh, he didn't leave a counter offer button, so he must be serious here.
Yeah.
I lowballed an offer on eBay for Nightmare Batman and I got accepted. Yeah, I mean, you just never know. I mean, I hate it because you don't want to be a dick, but at the same time, like, let's see how low you'll go. You know.
Well, they have the option on eBay to set their floor, right?
Sure.
So
Yeah.
once I see that
Automatically
it's been
declined, yeah.
accepted and not automatically declined, I'm like, all right, so within your window, you can't be that insulted.
Right. Exactly. Well, it's weird too, because like some people will have like best offer, and I'm sorry if this is anybody out there, but like let's say it's $250, right, or best offer, but they only accept like offers over $240. It's like, well, what's the point here? You know,
I've
like,
actually messaged people about that. Like, 'cause I'm on like my 5th offer or my 4th offer, and I'm like $5 away from the buy it now, and I'm like, bro, like, what more do you want?
what do they say back? Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. They just say take it or leave it, or they offer me like
Right.
$1 off. It's like, what's the point?
Right.
I wonder too, like if some people on eBay do that for visibility, because like you can filter stuff or best offer.
I think you're right.
True.
So like I
That's
feel
true.
like if you filter or best offer, it'll populate, and like that'll give you more, like the ability to potentially have more hits.
That's a
on your
great
listing.
point. Yeah.
You know, so people just don't allow, like, yeah, they just whatever.
Sneaker, always
make their
critical
offer.
thinking here. Very good.
Thank you.
All right, last one.
Appreciate that.
All right. Roses are red, violets are blue. I would day one pre-order you. This is exactly what it sounds like. If you could only pre-order one figure that's probably on pre-order right now, which would it be? I should have thought about this a little harder, but I didn't know I'd be the one answering first. So, trying to think. I guess it is pretty easy, actually, now that I think about it, because I'm thinking of good old Spotchka here. So I think it would be the 89 Batman 2.0 for me. If that's one that if that's the only figure I could pre-order, or if that's the one that I could pre-order just to secure and make sure he's coming home, it would be the 2.0, the Batman 89. Comes with a great diorama base. Iconic suit, the one that I fell in love with as a child, and a lot of improvements from the 1.0. So that's going to be mine. DLO, let's switch over to you. What would be your one pre-order? Didn't you do your one pre-order last couple weeks? Last week?
Still haven't pulled the trigger yet, but I will. It's hard, man. It's hard to go back to those days. It's like I don't know
Yeah,
what's the
that's gotta be
process.
What was that? What figure was that we were talking about?
Han Solo.
Oh, Han.
Han
Yeah,
Solo.
that's right. Okay.
Yeah. Still haven't done it yet. I know I should get on it, but it just my rebellious heart just tells me, like, well, hold on. But I'm gonna get to it there. But that would definitely 100% be the only figure I can see myself pre-ordering. I know I'm not worried about picking up. I'm sure there's gonna be plenty to go around of a figure like Han Solo. But yeah, I want it as soon as I can here. So the only one I would do is Han Solo, Return of the Jedi for sure. Like no brainer for me.
Yeah. Can't really argue with that one. Good choice. Brick, how about you?
I don't want to be the same as you, Graham. I was going to go the 89 Batman, but to be different, I will go with Spider-Punk. I'm really looking forward to that figure from Across the Spider-Verse to match with these two that I've been talking about all night. And just that second head sculpt with his hair all crazy. Like, I mean, that figure with the guitar and everything, it's going to be badass. So I'm really looking forward to that.
It's a good choice too. Mike, how about you?
I'll say Batman 2.0 Deluxe. You know, that
Is that
suit.
the BVS or?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Like that's just such an iconic hot toy for me. It's what I always wished I had when I spent like hours on eBay and trying to find a deal on and everything. And kind of glad I never did at this point, you know. So.
It's a good choice too. I'm excited for that one too, but I think I would be more excited if I didn't have the 1.0, you know? Like
Absolutely.
You missed out, and that's really one you want. So for anybody that doesn't have that 1.0, man, yeah, I would be super stoked about that too.
Yeah.
All right, Sneaker, how about you?
Yeah, we're just saying like if we could only pre-order one, not have any other pre-orders.
Yeah, like
Acting like there's
yeah,
other
basically
pre-orders don't
like
exist.
yeah. What's the one figure if you could only have one that you would definitely lock down?
Ooh, Artisan Anakin, 100% for me. Yeah,
Good
the
answer.
chosen
Good
one.
answer.
Should if
Who
I
does
could get
get
that
beat
one
by
too,
the
I
goat?
would, but
Who does get beat by the goat? Obi-Wan Kenobi, just to be clear. I will still call Anakin the chosen one. Supposed to bring balance to the Force, but yeah, Artisan Anakin. That'd be my pick.
Yeah, those
Can't wait
artisan
for that.
figures are exciting.
Can't wait for that. That head sculpt too. Just not even the rooted hair. The head sculpt is just so good too.
Yeah, looks
You know
great.
what I mean? It just looks incredible. So that's what I would go with.
Any worry about the artisan hair? Or are you just
I'm actually
all in,
like pretty
not
at ease
worried?
about the artisan hair after having the Wonder Woman. They did an excellent job with that hair. If they do the same wool implanted hair in the same way they did Wonder Woman, I'll be totally happy with it. I don't have any reservations about how the quality is going to turn out.
All right. I think we hit everybody, right? Yeah, so good choices there. Let's just check in with the chat. Collecting Madness says Return of the Jedi, Han Solo. Single Song says Artisan Anakin. X-Man just says I've already pre-ordered everything that I wanted so far, I think, so he can't play. Let's see here. Kenobi Vader was day one. I'm excited for that one too. I mean, it's just tough because like you're like, well, I do have other Vaders, but I guess I do have other Batman figures too, but I don't know. It's
no battle damage Vader though.
That's
You
true.
gotta have a battle
So
damage
good.
Darth Vader,
He's
man.
on pre-order. Mine's on pre-order. It is pre-ordered, so he's coming home. But I got $70 off with my reward, so that'll be nice. But I'm gonna have to wait on slow show to ship it out. So Spider Punk looks so good, so cool in that movie.
Random shot right there. Okay.
Slow show.
Ooh, an in-art figure, Aragorn. There you go, man.
It's a great looking figure.
Oh yeah.
DLO, is your Gandalf incoming?
Yes, shortly. I guess he's gonna be shipping it right after the New Year's up. I think on the 18th or 19th. I think he said on the invoice.
Are you gonna do a video on that, or probably not?
I don't know. I mean, if
Wanna do it on
people
my
want
channel?
it, I guess I can do it. No, to you and your channel. Nice. Yeah, if people want to watch it, maybe I'll do it there. But yeah, I'm actually getting kind of excited. I kind of I've been like just annoyed because it's been taking forever for me to get it. The invoice that is. And I was just
Right.
like, this $500 is burning a hole in my pocket with all these figures that are coming out. So I'm just relieved that I finally got the invoice and I can finally just, here you go, here's your money. Give me get my figure and I can move on with my day. But yeah, I'm actually starting to get really excited about that one. I hope it turns out well because everybody's been saying great things. Okay, I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. When things take so long, you just, no matter how much you want the figure or like the figure, there's just that disappointment and like almost like a stalemate where you're just like, okay, now it's to the point where, geez, like, forget it. Like, just forget it. But
Yeah.
it's great that it's finally coming. Like, I don't know. I wish InArt would, they're not doing a lot of figures, so it'd be nice if they would actually push those out quicker. Like, they're releasing them, but they're not shipping them. So,
Yeah.
A lot of us are feeling that way with the Batman right now.
Well, isn't the
yeah, I
rumor,
kind of
it's
hope
supposed
that
to
one
be
takes a little bit
afterwards?
longer, though.
No, I heard it's
yeah.
going to come soon, like as
They
far as
said
right
March.
after the year.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is March.
That falls in line.
Hmm.
So it's December. in the States.
I'm done buying figures that aren't pre-orders because C-3PO, the Batman, Darth Vader, all coming this spring. So I got to start pinching pennies. What'd you say, Mike? You're on mute.
Yeah, I was going to say they're all going to hit, like, I know what you
By
mean.
the same time.
Yeah.
Probably all in March. That's the thing, too. When they come back from Chinese New Year, it still starts off a little slow for a couple weeks, but then they'll
Yeah.
start hitting again. Was C-3PO on the poster of all the figures that they're Xing out? He wasn't on that one, was he?
No.
'Cause then
I don't think
he
so.
might
No.
come
No.
very soon, but yeah.
Yeah, that was one where they already showed him being packed into the shippers, right? Like, wasn't there a photo that showed their like?
I'm talking about like where they have all the figures. Like,
Oh no,
coming
no,
up.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, I don't think he was on that list, but wasn't there a
Okay.
photo? Like, isn't the reason why we all think 3PO is coming out? Wasn't there a photo that released like a leaked photo of like the 3PO boxes, the shipper
Yeah.
boxes?
When I think a Sideshow, it says like January to April. So I mean,
Gotcha,
I think
okay.
that too, but I hope it's April and then that it comes out, and then Sideshow won't get it for like May or June. So to buy me some time.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's believable just because they already have the episode 2 one, and it's pretty much just a fresh coat of paint, really, for them. So I'd say that's a good, strong, if not definite, possibility. So,
right.
But the only
at
thing
least
about
it's
this time, though, is just like there's going to be that one figure that's already been announced for a while now that everybody's still going to be waiting for. That just for some reason Sideshow hasn't gotten yet. So there's always going to be that one. So
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what that would be.
Hot Toys the Batman is an example of that, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man.
Toby. Yeah, I'm
Mike
waiting for
Dingo.
that.
Yeah.
Catwoman.
Man,
Still need my Batman.
but at least that 3PO, that's a 4-month window on that 3PO. Like this 6-month window is kind of a joke, you know? Like
yeah.
Mhm.
Bullshit,
Yeah.
man. Collecting Madness wants to know if anybody's picking up the DeLorean Part 3. No, for me. I'm good with Part 2. I just
No.
vehicles are at a premium. It's just tough to get another one that's a lot like it. It looks cool though. I like the 2 looks that you can do with it. But I think we're all out on the panel, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only vehicle I would buy is a pod racer, which would never happen, so I can sleep.
Yeah,
I
that'd
mean,
be,
it's
never
like-
got the
yeah,
That
anniversary.
would be cool.
Yeah, I guess you never know.
it'd be cool.
Pod
It'd be
Racer
huge.
in you have 2 DFs next to each other, and the Pod Racer just goes through both of them. That'd be cool.
It'd be
Oh,
cool.
that'd be
You literally
great.
would need
Two
it would literally
DFs
go across
scrapping.
2 of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be
So-
massive.
Yeah, X-Men wants to know where So-So Mr. Knight is.
Mm.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
And
we have
isn't there a
Pain.
third-
Pain is one
behind.
I need too.
Oh yeah.
Scheduled
Yeah,
for
man.
February to April.
Wow.
Graham, you're so screwed.
Yeah, I know.
I think we all are.
Graham, did
honestly.
you pre-order Bane, or did you
Panel
say you
No,
were
I
going to
didn't.
end up getting him?
I didn't pre-order them. I just want to get them. So hopefully they take longer to get Toby out. They got to fix that mess so
Yep.
bad.
D Knight
hope
did
they
a
do.
second batch video yesterday, just kind of showing the improvements to it there. It still doesn't look great, to be honest. I'm getting a little nervous.
Be nervous, everybody.
Gotta have him though. Gotta have that Toby.
Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Take what you can get.
Yep.
All right, I want to give before we get out of here, I want to give the panel a Valentine because they mean so much to me. So I'm gonna do. I hope to be worthy of you all.
Oh,
Thank you for being on the Wolfpack tonight, and happy Valentine's Day to you guys.
We're not
Hopefully, you were able to spend some time with loved ones earlier tonight. So it was a lot of fun. Thank you all for being here in the chat. We kind of went through everybody's stuff that they got going on in their channels. Again, I'm going to be posting the Alfred video this week. Probably a top 5 figures of regret selling next week. RGB Maju case lights, trialing those. Coming
Oh,
with that
great.
video soon too. Store should be up and running hopefully in a week. Outside of that, a lot of fun as always. Thank you guys for keeping the chat lit. And man, miss you guys. Till next week, episode 41. We'll be back and better than ever. Till next time, stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon. God bless and keep bricking.
Keep bricking, baby. You know it.
It's a shame.